double checking Sam Frank Young, 6814, SFY 6814, Georgia. Do we have any troopers with stop sticks or any other troopers ahead of me? Do we have any MCCD that's up at the way station? We're coming up on the Curvetown exit right now. If we can try either a rolling roadblock or try to get some stop sticks out. Alright, just past Curvetown, passing on the shoulder. We should be coming up to the way station here in just a second. Again, it's a silver Honda Accord. Looks like a single occupant, male driver. We're about to come to the entrance ramp to the way station right now. It'll be the 188.5, 188.5. Left lane. Again, it only looks like one occupant. Passing the way station.
Right from the start, you can tell this is not a routine traffic stop. It's already escalating into a full pursuit. The communication is tight, speed, direction, and unit positioning are all being tracked in real time. The mention of a pit bumper is a major signal. Officers are already considering a tactical intervention. That usually means the driver is refusing to comply. So now the big question is, why run? What's the driver trying to avoid? Because when a chase begins like this, the real story is usually just getting started.
Come back. Yeah, it's going to be single black male occupant. He knows I'm, when I got him next to him, he slammed off the brakes. That's no problem. I'm going to try to set up for a bit. He's passed on the right shoulder. I'm going to have to wait for him to get off the right shoulder. Too much traffic to set up for a bit. Yeah, he's been staying on the right shoulder, passing cars. I gotta open it. I'm trying to set up. He knows I'm trying to fit him and keep slamming on the brakes.
Now we get a critical detail. There are two occupants. That instantly raises the stakes because officers now have to account for both the driver and the passenger. Notice how the speed keeps fluctuating. This often suggests panic or indecision as the driver searches for an escape route. From a legal standpoint, this is no longer just evading police. Reckless driving puts public safety at serious risk, which can lead to additional charges. Here's a question for you. If you were the passenger, would you try to stop the driver or stay silent?
Went up on the west area. Yeah, he knows I'm trying to bid him. Every time I set up, he slams on the brakes. Yeah, single black male, got a gray hoodie on. Past the 181.5. Passed on solar again. Come up to the 180.5, 180.5.
This is where things become dangerously unpredictable, slowing down, briefly stopping, then suddenly accelerating again. That kind of behavior often signals panic. And then, 116 MPH. That's no longer just fleeing, that's a serious public safety threat. The repeated heat calls show how intense and urgent the situation has become. At this point, officers have to make a critical decision, continue the pursuit or back off to reduce risk. What do you think should high-speed chases like this continue when the danger to others is so high?
Dude, I don't know if I'm feeling bit. If he keeps slamming on the brakes, feels like we're close to him. Alright, just came into Montgomery County. The 177.5, 177.5. Past the 177. He's got his hazard going down. Still passing on the solar. I'm going to back off a little bit, coming up to the 175 exit.
Now you're seeing coordination at its peak, multiple units positioning themselves to contain the suspect. That line, "Don't just get bumped," is important. It's a reminder that a pit maneuver isn't always safe. It depends on speed, location, and timing. This has turned into a strategic game. Officers are trying to cut off escape routes while minimizing risk. One wrong move though, and this could turn into a major crash. If you were calling the shots here, would you go aggressive or wait for the perfect moment?
Hey, Dave, go ahead. Secondary. Get ready. Take telephone top half. Get back on top of top half. That's a deal control. Okay, deal control. And traffic in front of us. Okay, traffic.
This was almost the end. Officers had the suspect stopped. But then comes a classic move. Fake compliance followed by a sudden escape. That decision changes everything legally. At this point, it clearly shows intent to evade, making the situation far more serious. The command to exit the vehicle was ignored, and now the suspect is even more desperate and more dangerous. When someone runs after stopping like that, it's no longer hesitation, it's a deliberate choice. So now the question is, does that justify stronger force?
You're trying to do your turn.
Now the situation reaches a critical level, driving backwards and attempting to hit a police unit. This is no longer just fleeing, this can be considered assault with a vehicle. At this point, officers have strong legal grounds to escalate force to stop the threat. When you hear "take him out," that signals a tactical intervention is imminent. This is where the balance shifts. Public safety becomes the top priority over everything else. So what do you think? Was this escalation justified, or did it push the risk even higher?
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? No, you're not. Stop moving. I don't have it. Hey. Please stop.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please take me to the hospital soon.
Stop moving.
Sir, I'm about to pull over. Sir, I'm about to die. Please, sir.
You could have killed somebody.
Sir.
You literally could have killed somebody.
You're worried about yourself now, aren't you? No, sir, please. Don't stand up. I feel shot, sir, please. Help me, brother. Sir, please. Come on. Oh, please, sir, please. Sir,
You could have killed somebody.
Sir, please. Sir, look. Sir, I'm sorry. Please, sir. Help. Sir, please. See, sir, please. All right, sir, please.
Sit down. Shut the fuck up.
All right? Yeah. Appreciate your help.
You believe me? Yeah.
You can go get us the contraband on the floor there.
Did they go?
929-880, 10-581, long distance. Simple.
And that's the explosive end. High intensity commands, chaos, and finally control. Officers secure the scene quickly, detain the occupants, and make sure there are no further threats. Legally, the suspect is now facing multiple serious charges: reckless endangerment, evading law enforcement, and potentially assault with a vehicle. What started as a simple stop turned into a high-risk pursuit with major consequences. This is a clear reminder of how fast things can spiral when someone chooses to run. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.